Okay, this might be a controversial opinion, but I love Season 19, probably one of the best seasons in the game. So let's get right into the ranking. Like I said, this season was really good, and I loved most of the prizes here. Except for the ski wing Biomel's. The spoiler itself looks fine, but this customization of it is really weird. Like, this is supposed to be pastel orange. This is supposed to be pink. And this is supposed to be forest green. I'd much rather have the spoiler not be color changeable, because it really affects how it looks visually. But Kello, you may ask, didn't you rank the surfboard spoiler from Season 16 really high up? And yes I did, but that's because it did vertex painting really well. The colors transition smoothly, which is something I wish this spoiler did instead of using complementary colors. Overall, I'm not a huge fan of this prize, but luckily they only go up from here.
Marshmallows!
Then we have the marshmallow rims, also Biomel's. Sorry man, but competition's quite high for this season. Just let me address the elephant in the room. Another small issue I have is its tie to its theme is kind of far-fetched. The creator said it's based on marshmallows you find in hot cocoa, which I don't know, it definitely doesn't remind me of that. But regardless, it's still a cool prize. I love how it looks when it spins. The main reason it's down here is because the rest of the prizes are just so good. And the few flaws I mentioned did make it stick out a bit.
Can I have a peppermint? You can have a peppermint. That's too hot.
Then we have the peppermint rims by Puga. There's not much I have to say about this rim, it's good. It is a bit underwhelming for a level 6 prize, which is usually where prizes start to get more complex, more unique and more dynamic. Whereas this rim is a bit more on the simple side, but simplicity doesn't really mean anything bad. It's just really standardly good and inoffensive. I'm not sure how often I'll be using these rims, but they are definitely welcome additions to my collection.
You gotta calm down and accept that. I know you're
Snow.
machine working, yet it's okay.
This might be where the gimmick of spoilers with particles start to wear off for some people. I know people already thought of this a long time ago, but I don't know, I still think it's a cute gimmick. At least it works for items like this where it's based off of a real life item. Plus, come on, it's a Deluxe creation, you can never go wrong with those. I like the way the spoiler is mounted on the back of the vehicle, and the snow particles just make me so happy for some reason. But like I said, I'm starting to get a bit tired of particle spoilers. At least this one still holds up to me. Okay, I really think there is no debate on what the best seasonal furniture item is. Nothing comes close to the Aurora Chandelier, but that's life. It is the most upvoted furniture item on the Jailbreak Creation subreddit, and for good reason. Based on the Aurora Borealis, this item adapts the force field texture on Roblox to create a dynamic effect that mimics how this northern spectacle looks in real life. But I also didn't forget the fact that it is a chandelier, and so it displays a nice white ray of light. This item fits all the criteria for a perfect furniture item. Unique? Check. Good scaling? Check. Fits into normal houses perfectly? Check. I'm not someone that uses houses or apartments much, as you can probably tell by my empty penthouse. This is still definitely something I'm adding to all of my houses.
I swear this feels like deja vu.
Wait, Aurora again? Didn't we have that like 5 seconds ago? Oh, trust me, this ain't the last one. This time it's a texture by Sardarji. And I don't think I have to describe how gorgeous this is. Just look at the gradients from black to purple to blue to green. These colors simply blend in together so well, and I love how this texture looks. And I'm glad we're not getting anything ice or snow related for a winter texture. We have more than enough for that genre. This is one of my favorite textures ever, and we're only at number 5. Gosh, this season is amazing.
Dude, it's 6-seater, and there's a little tow cable, six wheels.
Jailbreak players, just because it has a low top speed and it's big in size does not mean it's a bad vehicle. Remember, Not all vehicles need to be fast for competitive gameplay, some players just want to have some fun. The Frost Crawler by Puga is one of the most unique vehicles in the game. It is the first vehicle to suffer under the reduced part count limit, but it still manages to look really detailed. This is the first Arctic expedition vehicle we have in the game, and boy am I glad we finally have something like this. It also features a tow hinge that is stronger than of a tow truck. It is a super fun vehicle to mess around with. For people complaining that it's slow, what do you expect? It's an ATV. And about its size, I want not a single person to complain about it. It is overall smaller than the Goliath, the same length as the Perigian, thinner than the Volt 4x4, and shorter than the Cybertruck. Sure, it may not be the best vehicle performance-wise, but it is definitely the perfect fit as a grand prize for this season. Coming in at third place, we have the Frostburn rims by Silent Polarization. I just want to point out that this is the first and only ice/frost creation for this season, but it's a good one at that. It has a very intricate design with all of those frost marks branching out, but the cherry on top is its semi-transparent effect. It's the only rim in the game with that effect. It perfectly resembles the translucent look of ice and snowflakes. It gives that icy feel to it, providing players with a true frosty winter vibe. This is a super well designed rim and it's one of my favorites in the game. We are about to reach the top 2, but I would like to mention that both of those prizes are new to the season industry, and they already outshined the rest of the rims, spoilers, textures, furniture, and even the vehicle. How great are they? Let's find out. This is probably higher than where most people would place it, but I just really love the Snow Chain tires by Eggnog. This is the first tire style to be featured as a seasonal prize, and boy did they start off strong. The creator put so much effort into this, even remaking the tire itself. The chains also look really good with perfect collisions and don't clip into anything. The concept is unique, it's a perfect fit for a winter season, and it looks incredibly incredible. The only negative I can think for this prize is that since it's so big, the rims on the vehicle may look a lot smaller. But hey, if it's good, give it the limelight. From an objective perspective, there are better prizes, I guess, but I love these tires so much. So much so that only one item can top this as the best prize for Season 19. Some of you can already guess what it is, but let's get into it. In 2023, we have suffered from the mediocrity of top 2% prizes in Roblox Jailbreak. Some were good, some were just fine, but others are disappointing. There seemed to be no hope in sight, but then a savior appeared. Okay, let's drop the emotional suspense. Yeah, the Aurora Drift is fantastic. I don't think I have to repeat myself. The glows, the colors, the elegance. This drift does everything right. When I first saw the showcase video on Reddit, I thought it was just a marketing strategy and that the drift wouldn't look as good in game. When it was announced to be in this season, I was really excited. And when the season ended and I finally unlocked it, waiting a month and a half for this prize was totally worth it. Also, I do stand by that dramatic scene because oh boy, I did not like the top 2% prizes from last year. Except for this, of course. I've tried it on all of my customizations behind the scenes and there's only like one slot that this drift didn't really fit. It was a Wild West customization. If the Power one is the perfect seasonal vehicle, then this is the perfect seasonal cosmetic. I have never been more certain on a statement like this. I will always be using the Aurora Drift by Puga. That might be an overstatement, but we'll see. And yeah, that wraps up my ranking for all prizes in Season 19. I know a lot of people didn't like this season, and I'd like to know why. How would you rank these prizes, and do you like this season? Let me know down below. Personally, like I've said before, this is a fantastic season. I sure hope that the 20th season in this game would hold up as well. Dang it.
outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold.